Now I think we got to the bit, we said that it was an important time for the animal herders because they had to bring their animals inside for the winter, and also for the farmers who had to, and I think you'd already started in it was harvest their crops, wasn't it? Yeah? Did you want to tell me anything? What did you want to tell me? I am T H I N. I am T. Can't keep going. K I G. I'm thinking. What are you thinking about? I am thinking. A. B. O. A, B, O. Keep going. U. T. Thinking about. What is it? I'm thinking about. D, V, D, S. Are you thinking about all the DVDs that you'd ordered? Yeah. There's lots, isn't there? And Mum had written them all down. And she said she can start a new list, didn't she? For when you want to order, when you've saved up your pocket money and you order another one. Yeah, I know, put the old one in the bin. So, about Halloween. Now, this change of season, or annual change, was marked by a festival called Samhain, and it's spelled Samhain. So this annual change of season was marked by a, what did they mark it? Marked by a F-E-S-T I-B-A. Oh, yeah, it's marked with a festival called Samhain. Now, there was lots of superstition associated with this time of change, and they believed spirits of the dead visited the living. So on October the 31st, who was it that the Celts believed visited the living on October the 31st? Who did they believe visited them? T H E V D E A D. Yeah, they did. They believed spirits of the dead visited them. Now, the Celts did not want to be possessed by these spirits, and so what they did was dress in costumes and parade around the streets, making loud noises to confuse and frighten away these spirits. So to scare away the spirits, they made loud noises and also did what? They made loud noises and they also So war, C O S COS. Come on, you're right. Cos. Finish it off. Go for the T. Go for the T. T. U. M. E. S. They did. They wore costumes. Now, in addition, it was the new year that began for the Celts on November the 1st. So the day of Samhain was believed to be a day that was in neither the year past or the year to come. So November the 1st meant a celebration of what for the Celts? A celebration of A-N-E-W-Y, come on up, E-A-R, yeah, a celebration of a new year. Now our new year starts on January the 1st, but the Celts started on November the 1st. Now, the day that they celebrated Samhain was believed to be a day that was neither the year past or the year to come. And because it was an in-between day, they thought that chaos ruled on that day. And often they would play practical jokes on each other's as a result of this. So on the day of Samhain, what did the Celts believe ruled on that day? What was it? C-H-A-O-S. Yeah, they did. They believed chaos ruled on that day. And so what did they do to each other? They P-L-A-Y-E-D. They played T-R-I. You're right, T-R-I. Okay. Tree. C-K-S. They did, they played tricks on each other. And this could be where what we do today is go knock on doors and people say trick or treat. And it could be where trick or treat comes from. Now, many countries remember the dead on November the 1st, possibly from the Samhain celebrations where they believe the spirits came alive, and they call this day All Saints' Day or All Hallows' Day. So the day that many countries remember the dead is November the 1st, and it's known as All what day? All S-A.
Why not?
Yeah, we did. We said we'd got about 1 hour left. Now we've got 45 minutes.
Mum.
Mum's getting some lunch, isn't she? Yeah. S, all S-A-I-N-T-S. Yeah, it's called All Saints' Day or All Hallows' Day, which means the day before was often called All Hallows' Eve, or it was shortened to Halloween. So the name Halloween, it came from which day? L-O-H-A-L. Right. Cool. O-W-S, All Hallows, E-V-E. Yeah, and it was shortened to Halloween. Now, later on, around the 5th century, the Catholic Church developed and Catholicism moved into the area. Instead of adding a new date to celebrate, it just took over the Samhain celebration. So later, around which century? Around the 5th century. Yeah. What did you want? Yeah, 5th century. Who moved into the area? Which church? The C-A-T-H. Cath. Oh, it's just downstairs, isn't she, getting some lunch? The Cath. Cross one. See, yeah, the Catholic Church moved in and took over the celebrations of Samhain. And this day was the day where all the saints of the Catholic Church were honoured. And possibly why it was called All Saints' Day. So when the Catholic Church took over the Samhain celebration, they called it All Saints' Day, and it's a day where the people of the Catholic Church honoured all T-H-E-S-A-I-N-T. Finish it off with the S. That's right, they honoured all the saints of the Catholic Church. And later, a custom developed where people would go door to door, requesting small cakes in exchange for the promise of saying a prayer for some of the dead relatives who lived in each house. So there was a custom developed where people would go door to door, requesting cakes in exchange for the promise of what? Exchange for the promise of A, B, R, A, Y, E, R, a prayer, F, O, R, T. So in exchange for a prayer for T, H, E, D, E, A, D. Yeah, in exchange for a prayer for the dead. Now, this sort of all arose out of the religious belief that the dead were in a state of limbo before they went to heaven or hell, and that the prayers of the living could influence the outcome. So these prayers came about because people believe that the dead were in a state of, what did we call it? Limbo. Yeah, in a state of limbo. Now, I was just wondering whether you knew if something's in limbo, what would you say? How would you describe it? If it's in limbo, it might be
Fulfill.
Yeah, about 35 minutes. So if something's in a state of limbo, it might N-O-T, might not. K-N-O-W, might not know. W-H-E-R-E, where T-O-2, where to G-O. Okay, yeah, we could say, yeah, if it's stuck in limbo, stuck in the middle of nowhere, or might not know where to go. And so they said the prayers to influence the outcome of whether people went to heaven or to H-E-L-L. That's right. And this is also something that might have been associated with trick or treat. So, just a quick question. Just wondering what you thought, that when people die, what do you believe? Do you believe they go to heaven or hell, or do you believe that you come back as a ghost, or that you come back as something else, or what do you think happens, or what do you think might happen?
So.
Yeah, not long, about 10 more minutes on this and then we're finished, and then we've got about half an hour. I-T-H-I, then K, I think W-E, we, I think, let me write that down. I think we, A-L, we all, W-A-T-C-H, we all watch. I think we all watch. O-V-E-R, we all watch over. O-U-R-R-F-A-M-I- watch over our families. F-R-O-M from A, B, O, A, B, O, B, E. Oh, so a bit like being in heaven and looking down onto our families? Yes or no? Yes. Oh, okay. That's nice. I hope that we can watch over our families from above, because it would be nice to see what happened, wouldn't it, to our families after we've died. Just about 5 more minutes. So, also on Halloween, what happens is not just people dress up and people go trick-or-treating, but people carve pumpkins, don't they? Yeah? Now, why do we decorate these pumpkins? Well, it started, the story started from Irish folklore, and it was about a man named Jack who tricked the devil into climbing a tree. So, the reason that we carve pumpkin comes from where? From A, N, sorry. Are you ready? Yeah. A comes from A, N. I'm not sure whether you wanted that. Comes from A, or S, T, O, R, Y. From a story. A, B, O, U. From a story. A, B, O, U. T, about. A, M, A, N, about a man. Yeah, from about a man called, what was his name? A man called, go on, J, A, C, go on, K. Yeah, it does. It comes from a story about a man called Jack. 2 minutes. Okay? Now, he tricked the devil into climbing a tree, and once the devil was in the tree, what they said happened was that Jack carved a cross on the trunk, which prevented the devil from ever coming down from the tree. So once Jack had got the devil up the tree, what did he carve onto the trunk? He carved a C, R, O, S. S. He did his. He carved a cross onto the tree, and this meant that the devil could never come down. Now, what happened was the devil, he made a deal not to allow Jack ever to go into hell after he died if he removed the cross. But what happened was that Jack didn't do anything, and after he died, he couldn't go to hell or he couldn't go to heaven. He was forced to wander the earth with a single candle to light his way. So when Jack died, he couldn't go to heaven and he couldn't go to hell. So he wandered the earth with a C, A, N, D, L, E. Yeah, with a single candle. Now, this candle, 1 minute. This candle was wasn't in a pumpkin, it was put in a turnip to keep it burning longer. So the candle was put into which vegetable? Into a T-U-R-N-I-P. Yeah, into a turnip. Now, this changed because when the Irish went to America around the 1800s, the Americans actually adopted the pumpkin, probably because there are more pumpkins in America instead of the turnips. So it was when the Irish went to America, around when? Around 1800, yeah, around the 1800s. And instead of using turnip, they decided to use a B-U-M-P, a pump, K-I-N. Yeah, right, the last little bit, sit down. Decided to use a pumpkin. Are you okay to carry on? 1 minute? Okay, now, along with all these ancient traditions, they brought the idea that the black cat was considered by some to be reincarnated spirits. And other things have changed over time. So I was just thinking, one last question before we finish. Halloween has changed a lot since its origins. New people have brought new traditions and also changed the old traditions. But what do you think Halloween might be like in another 2,000 years? What do you think, just to finish off? I-T-H-I-N. Okay, I think doing good. Last little bit. P-E-O. P-L-E. People. W-I-L-L. Will. S-T-I-L. Will still do. You're doing good. I think people will still D-R-E-S-S will still dress you. P will dress up. B-U-T, but M-I-G-H-T, but mine.
Yeah.
P-L-A-Y, but my play. M-O-R-E, more. T-R-I-C-K-S, but might play more tricks.
Yeah.
T-O-2-B-R-I-N-G to bring. B-A-C-K to bring back. They're doing good. They might play more tricks to bring back. D I T I O N S. Oh, they might play more tricks to bring back some of the old traditions. Yeah, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? I'm sure lots of boys and girls would like to play tricks on people. Well, that's brilliant then. So now, Chris, you can choose what you'd like.